Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, welcome to the stream. My name is Catmonic, and once more today we continue Duel Masochist. We're going to see just how far we can get. We are currently in Plat 3, through possibly some fault of our own, I don't know. There was possibly a game that we could have won. Wait, are the stats accurate? Yeah, stats are accurate, okay. There's possibly some games that we could have won last time that we just kind of threw, so who's to say? What I am to say is we have, let's see, 4 streams to get 10 close enough wins, you know? And just have to be close enough together. Well, 10 wins if it's back-to-back. I don't know how many it needs to be close enough, I guess. It could be any amount, really. Hopefully we just take Generator with a couple cards here or there, you know, and we win, and we do it. That's the plan. I'm thinking of taking out Typhoon and just putting in another Paleozoic Holonoids, because we have monster outs, but Speller Trap outs are not quite as common with this deck, if you haven't noticed. So that's definitely on my mind. I don't think we'll do it just yet. We'll see. We'll play a couple of games. We'll see how things go. Hope you're all having a good time anyway. Hope you're all doing well. And we get to choose first. Hell yeah. Rescue Rabbit is locking in every game. Shame I can't be the same level as he is. Although, that's a fine starting hand. They aren't liking theirs, apparently. And 48 cards. I know I am, but like... they're playing on just a bad connection by the looks of it. But I think they will be playing. Much to my despair. Free win is a free win, which is close to ranking up. And I would love to be able to do a solo mode or few before the end of the month. Yeah, they are playing. They're just playing on an awful connection. Which is a little disconcerting. Oh. Right. Is it you, Bell? Place your bets. Because, you know, it's going to be you, Bell. 3, 2, 1, and... nope, they're not that quick at finding it. It's you, Bell. Da 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 da. Now, given that's your normal summon, we're just going to book it. You get your search, but that's it. You don't get your second normal summon. That's just face down. You can't use it as link material, which is what you want to. You don't get your second normal summon. You can't put it in the grave. So, hopefully that is just enough to stop the turn, and we then have to figure out what to do after, because we are in a bad way. 5 cards. We don't need to worry about that, I don't think. But let me just read it. From your graveyard. Sure, like, I mean, I don't know what this is going to do. So, it's Nightmare Pain or D-Lotus. And I think it's Nightmare Pain for the moment. If they do manage to put something in the graveyard, we can actually use Druisworm on it. Miscellaneous spell traps. I wouldn't be surprised if one of those was the Eternal Favourite, so they could actually special summon a U-Bell, but I wouldn't be surprised if they had the Spirit in hand. Problem is, we put a monster in the grave, and that's exactly what they want. On the other hand, if we just turn everything to machine, that is not a bad play. It's not great. don't know, do I want to? Puts monster in the graveyard, makes this live. We'll leave it. They can't flip this up anyway, it's under this. And it's, you know, not going to stop being affected. They could tribute summon over it, but that I don't think I'm particularly scared about that. Alright, this is still going in the background. Let's unmute that for later, if needs be. How do you out-Yubel? I'm not sure I do. I stopped them from getting to fiend monsters. I'm gonna get rid of that. Just because I want to. They're really thinking about things, and apparently my connection is looking less stable. Alright. Well, that's the first mistake I made, apparently. I'm playing into Gravedigger's Trap Hole. I don't know who expects that necessarily, but I guess I should. We haven't managed to banish much from themselves. I'd really be happy if my connection would stop blinking. Alright. Now, yeah, the issue is that I don't think anything here is in relation to, like, Dark Fiends or anything. Like, this needs Yubel and our effect monster. 5 cards. Dark Ruler, C, Super. What limit is Super Polyat? 3. Banish this. You've only got... No, you got a copy in the grave. You got a copy in deck. Right, anyway, what I'm trying to look at is Yubel related. Yubel and a fiend monster with 0/0. So yeah, they can just shuffle from grave for that instead. If you control a fiend, they don't control any fiends. That's about the only saving grace, because I am just actually dead here. Love to see it. Absolutely love to. I probably should have changed Ogre to defense position, but I don't know. What are the correct options? I mean, banishing this face down does kill it. They were only on 2 of this, so banishing 1 face down was a good idea. Is it at 2? No, these are at 3, right? Yeah, they just haven't updated their deck. Well, imagine that. Why are you playing Gordian Slicer of all things? Well, welcome back to Masochist, you know. We duel, we fight Yubel. It's the longest grind game ever, or we lose. You know how it goes. What have I been doing? Went climbing over the weekend. Went played some Yu-Gi-Oh. Yeah, it kind of sums up, I guess. Is it Millennium? Right. Boss stage. Okay. You have something. If it's C, you're going to give me a boss. It is C. So I will in fact get a boss. Because I feel like it's probably better to just stick her on the field. We'll go defense. We'll do the effect of this one. Her. Her effect, send a monster, please. It's not loads. Send Psychic Rover. Okay. Sure. You gotta roll a 1 or a 6, though. Yeah, there we go. What do we have? Considering that we're under sea, I'm happy to leave it. Because we do still have just her on the field prior to the rest of it, so that seems pretty good to me. I'm thinking we get Lopter, so Lopter can tag out a token for just like any generator. That's the plan. Now, granted, I do not know why you'd be playing Psychic Rover unless you're on a Masochist deck, or you're trying to play the Dice Rally in main ladder instead. Trying to do a funny. So we do this, tribute this. And I think what we do is we grab Udgarda. We let them play Sengenjin. Add Millennium Monk. I can negate Millennium Monk. So send a monster. I guess they're just going to send Psychic Rover, probably. Yeah. Don't know why this is a UR of all things, though. You could just roll a 1 or a 6 on this effect, you know. It's entirely possible. Right. I am going to banish that one. They could have called by, but if they do, I'd rather have it hit Udgarda than anything else. So that gets banished, doesn't resolve because it was a continuous spell, and that's apparently the end of the game. Go figure. Why is that the end of the game? They still had Ankh, unless they're not actually playing the Exodia pieces. Or unless that was the only play they had, which it might well have been. Yeah. It's a deck list, you know. Change of Hearts at more than one, huh. Things I'd forgotten or just didn't remember. Oh yeah, we got 10 packs from the login entry today. So this is a fat stack of packs to open. Well, this one is. And then we can open the other 5 after one more win. Number 7, Lucky Straight. At least it's a card we don't have. It does require we can spam bodies and then turn them into 7s. Larger number roll times 700. I mean, you could roll a 1 and a 2 and it'd just become a 1400. It is entirely possible. Blacksmith, which is awful. Dupe Frog is fine, but I don't think we have the rest of everything for it. Warm Worm. Mill. Doesn't say how it needs to be destroyed, so that's interesting. Fiend Support. Penguin Cleric. Okay, that's actually a kind of decent monster, I think. Although, yeah, we need penguins. We need megaliths, which are not particularly easy to get, I don't think. I think they're pretty much all locked behind solo. UFO Turtle is, you know, a good floater for like ages ago. Pac-Man support. Sure. Old School Psychic, Synchron, Normal Monster, Bad Equip, Bad Equip, Bad Equip. Temporary Field Negate. Yeah, I don't think any of those are really remotely playable. The most playable is probably either Dupe Frog or Penguin Cleric. And maybe after that we have the, what's his face? Lucky 7. Alright, we get going with 1 whole Master Pack to start with. We do have a second. We are winning in Platinum. we get a Reform Mage we already have. Okay, new card. It is an actual winged beast in Dragoonity, which is useful. It gets to equip it with the dragon from the deck, so that feels to me like it's a pretty quick synchro monster. Waboku is fine, honestly. Probably just goes in like our various stun decks that we're trying out. But yeah, the two new cards are the two good cards. The rest of it being duplicates that we aren't playing already, so once again, it tells you how good they are. I did kind of forget to top up the account prior to starting this stream. Fusion Destiny number 2, that's pretty cool, if we add something decent for it. Okay, we've got Magician's Left Hand, which is the Trap Negate, yeah. Danger Zone is a decent card, but we're not overly packed with dangers. And, I mean, sure, we have, you know, this is a one card, like, you know, combo that ends on, like, a billion negates, but on the other hand, you need the other 100 cards. We don't have Plant Link, believe it or not. We have the one card starter, we don't have anything it does. Yeah, that is our third Danger Zone, which is kind of neat. Second, first copy. Dragoonity. So, equip it with a level 3 or lower from deck. Make a second attack. Yeah, it's basically just a synchro summon. For 7. Which is exactly that one or that one. I mean, they're fine. You can then equip the tuner. Is Phalanx a hard once? It probably is. No, it's a soft once. So you could then special summon it from this one again. Or you could actually hold it as, you know, the removal it's supposed to be. Your choice at that point. Yeah, I don't think we're suddenly going to jump on Dragoonities with that change. I think, like, Dragon Ravine is probably what we're missing to really get going with this. Because we have, like, you know, we can get Dragoonity spells, but Dragon Ravine feels like it's just kind of it. It is the card. Right. 1 win down. Only, you know, 2 more to go to the rank up. Back-to-back, preferably. If it's not back-to-back, then we're going to have a lot more work to do. Right, we get to choose first. And this is someone who has bought the bundle. I think it looks cool. And, like, it's kind of neat. But I'd rather probably just buy the accessories individually. Right, in theory, we just have an FTK. It is called Inspector Border if the connection holds. Set 1, set 1. Although they haven't just insta-scooped, so they've got imperm. Or they can get to a link 1 easily enough. Or they haven't read Inspector Border. There are many possible options. It's probably an idiot's move to try and stress over which one is true. So we just let them play out the turn. Probably should have. Yeah, should have. Link 1, which means you get 1 monster effect. But what is the 1 monster effect? Okay. Cool. And we'll just, you know, perma-book it. That feels like a pretty good hit. have something. You have one monster effect. Or you have nothing. Now, I don't know how they're going to add cards from their deck to the hand, but if they do, we get a special summon. And then we can just start chunking damage. I have a feeling they thought about doing something. Maybe they want me to control less cards. Or drastically more? I don't know. They're probably not maining Lava Golem, is my bet, so... We'll just get her. We'll just put her in defense position. I don't need the extra tokens in case of evenly matched, so we'll just leave it be for the moment. In case of evenly matched. No? Nothing? And that's the end of the game. Not gonna say it was a fun one, but it was effective. And we are just trying to push up into Diamond, which is gonna take some time doing. Right, 6 legacy tickets. Open them up and see what we get. Could be so many game-breaking cards, or it could be Combat Wheel. Which is, as far as 6 synchros go, not the worst. Definitely not. First time it would be destroyed by an opponent's card effect. Each turn it's not. During your opponent's battle phase, discard one card, gains attack equal to half the total attack of all of the monsters you currently... Okay. If it's destroyed by battle, well, it has a counter destroy on monsters you control. I mean, I think it's still a decent 6 synchro, actually. That's really good for Geminis. This is the thing that makes them viable. Draco Slayer support, a Shadol field spell. We do have Shadols. I don't know. It's got a decent effect. I don't know if it's something we'd play, though. Skull Knight 2 is fine. Grass Chopper, once again. And the rest of it feels like it's not really being useful at all. Like, we got normal monsters, and that means we can check out, you know, the Primite stuff we have again, to see if there's any specific niches they fill. But it's not like we have loads of Primite stuff. I think the best stuff we can do with Primite is probably still Pacifist. This is fine. It's a 2-tuner with no inherent way to special summon itself. You can make high-level synchros because you can just, like, scale a different card, normal summon this, and then target the pendulum scale. But that feels a little weird. Ashen support, great. It's going to take 500 years to put together, and it's still not going to be great. If this card is a normal special summon, you can special summon an S-Force in attack position from your hand. That's neat. If we get more S-Force cards. And what about the other pack? Surely it's going to have something truly monumental to commemorate our flawless victory. Like a normal monster. Live Twin. I mean, we're not even close to having them. But of course, you know, every new card helps. He says, I think, you are, yeah, the Diabell cards are all UR, so maybe not. Maybe I need to retract my statement. I spoke without thinking. Alright. Just one more win, and we hit Plat 2, which I'm pretty sure we've never hit before. Sizzling Demon. Okay, we're probably going second. But that's fine. We'll just do it. We'll just open Dark Ruler Alpha. And some other stuff. I don't know what the other things have to be, but other stuff. Okay, no, we opened Typhoon, which is a hand trap. We also opened Boldrake, which is a hand trap. Although... Okay, Earthbound things. From your deck or graveyard. I think we just let that go through. Sure. Harmonic Synchro Fusion. Oh, right, yeah, they no longer control a monster after cost, so I can't do anything about it. This is where DD Crow would be amazing. If Special Summon to add an Earthbound doesn't have a, like, okay, yeah, that's fine. Turn one face-up monster your opponent controls, your opponent chooses one of these effects. Hello, Flora Snow. How do? Welcome to the stream. And welcome to the channel, I guess. Banish this card. Send an Earthbound. And special an Earthbound. I'm doing okay. We are ever struggling with our grind to hit Diamond before the end of the month. Currently one win from Plat 2, which is the closest we've ever been. And I don't really know if we're gonna do it. Quick effect, special summon one from in defense position except Geogriffin. Does not target. So right. It is Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. I am playing a Masochist challenge. Right, I kind of have to do this, otherwise they get an Earthbound Immortal on the field. Streamer's, like, done okay at the start. Can't complain there. Yeah, you're gonna gain life. I'm not gonna let you destroy it. And yeah, they're going to do it. Of course I'm going to let you gain some life. I want to keep my monster. I don't have many of them. Oh, and you're just doing... they have 2 spell traps. And you control no spell traps. Yeah? I mean, why not? It gets it off the field. Yeah, I am playing some weird cards, and like it doesn't say Masochist in like the stream title or anything, but it is Masochist Challenge. So I do have some half decent cards every now and then, but it's few and far between, unfortunately. Other games I play on stream, not much. Occasionally Night Rain or Elden Ring, depending on basically if I can't do this for some reason. Quick effect, special summon. Oh, no, that's fine. You just get this out, which then special summons again. And that adds Harmonic Synchro Fusion. You've got an Omni Negate, right? No, it's a pop. It targets. What does this do, specifically? It cannot be destroyed by spell or monster effects. Also, your opponent cannot target it. Yeah, I have a schedule. It's Mondays. What is it? Forgetting my own schedule. Or struggling to get it out because I'm trying to think of what am I going to do against damn 2 whole destructions. No, I stream Mondays and Thursdays from 7 PM British. What are you thinking? No, we do have a small amount of generator cards. Like, we have Boss Stage in the deck, which is pretty cool. Twice per turn. So that works. We can do this then. We can then do this, which they can pop it, but it does still mean we get our best boy. Well, he's not our best boy. We get a boy. But yeah, we do have Boss Stage in the deck. We have a small number of the bosses. We basically have 4 copies of the field spell. It's generator good stuff. We have got some very lucky pulls over the course of this, like, challenge. And the generator cards are definitely some of them. But where do we go from here? I can't target this. Otherwise I would use Relinquished Anima. And as far as the big beat sticks go, none of them clear it. Which is really unfortunate. I could do piercing. I could just hit. I think the play is to actually do piercing damage, probably. It gives my one guy some protection. Have you thought about doing custom stuff for the channel? I mean, I have a banner. I have a... What is it? I have a banner, I have a profile. I have my own description. All's good to me there, you know? Feel pretty good about my deck as well. Mind if I share a replay and you can rate? Yeah, I just need, like, your friend code or something like that, right? Why are you so hesitant? During the main phase? Oh, okay. Do you wish to activate Yugioh Gremlin? I think it's just that. Right, so... What's the target to attack? Because I can't kill this. I could kill this? Well, there is a card in the field zone. I mean, that's not happening. So yeah, let's just get in for maximum damage. Beat Self-TK and got Deer-Bound Colonel. That's pretty cool. End phase. Do you wish to do anything? It seems like my opponent knows what they're actually doing, which is a little unfortunate. This can be destroyed. They can just, like, hit it by battle, and they are completely within OTK range. Deer-Bound feels like it's a good card, but it's also, like, a good card early game. When you're having to rely on, like, trying to tribute summon it out, it quickly loses value. Yeah, I'm not going to fall for the bait. The thing is, I need to activate a monster effect, which means Metal's... Yeah, no, I have just lost this. Ah! Now we need 2 wins again. Yeah, you know what? I'll check that out. Just between, you know, hopping back and forth around in Plat 3, which is where we're kind of at the moment. Sub. I don't want to, like... There should be a search thing, isn't there? There is a search thing, right? How do you... Oh, I can look up here. Right. 954 287 018. Replays. What do you got? What's the deck? Is this Masochist? There's no way this is Masochist. Well, no, actually, there's plenty of ways, to be honest. Like, the deck isn't that crazy. This is a pretty cool pull. Moon Mirror's good. Like, Moon Mirror, Diabell, those are both pretty crazy. You managed to get Apophis, Fogblade, Floodgate, or, as always, Dynamicious, Droplet. That's pretty cool. Yeah, sure. Let's watch what you're doing. I could do with seeing how some other people are doing in Masochist. What rank are you, by the way? Going against Pearly. And is it just actual? Yeah, it's just full. You're just going against regular deck. I mean, if there's anything that's bronze to silver, okay. Yeah, it's all very standard Pearly things, which makes me wonder about how this goes. The plan for this deck is summon Tower that spins, like, 5 cards as a quick effect, and it's unaffected for, like, the first spin. And yeah, there you go, there's the 5 material. Which means they are able to get to towers. Did they just not spin? How do you out X Pearly Noir? Linkuriboh. Well, Linkuriboh doesn't help, but okay, they made SP. So got Rage, draw 1 card. We don't know the face down as far as I know. Okay, just out SP and that. Okay, out SP and hope. Let them get the street. You've got Floodgate, Chain, Rage. And that's a pretty poor miss, okay. So yeah, Floodgate, which saves you from OTK death. Which gets you to that one again. Put that to attack. Rage. Just 1 second. Just one. Where did this go? Wait, where did it go? Okay, just related cards for 1 second. Detach 2 material. It's a quick effect. They had level 1 Pearly under it as material. I know you wait until the damage step, but why didn't they just, like, get rid of some of the back row? It was on 6 material, right? You could just spin every card. That's just such poor gameplay. I mean, we are in bronze silver, yeah, but like... I don't know, is Pearly that complex? Man, those misses are helping you out so much. You got an Adhara, you've got Guts. I mean, yeah, you're just attacking with Guts, really, don't you? You really should have attacked him with Guts in that instance. I know it's only for the turn, but because of the way that Mirror Shield works, you know, you'd just be 100 stronger and just be over it anyway. Although, as far as this is going, you're playing a solid game. You're using interrupts at the right kind of point. Your opponent's, you know, not using their deck to the full potential, which is kind of a part and parcel of winning with a Masochist deck sometimes. And you just redeclare on the Linkuriboh. Kill the face down. So you're out of, like, spell trap destruction, but you do just have 3100, and then a guy who could be possibly bigger. Depends. They do have a full 7-card hand. For Pit Knight early. Which is a negate, right? Yeah. I don't know if we've even got Pit Knight early, but that's a decent card to have, definitely. Okay, pick a random Pearly. What are they? I don't understand. Like, I just do not understand. And you're giving them a draw. Is there any reason to give them a draw? I mean, I guess you banish it off the field. I'm gonna be real with you. I feel like you got exceedingly lucky. That is insane. You beat Pearly. Congrats, my guy. Nicely done. I guess, yeah, one draw isn't going to matter if, like, you don't have any starters left. If you don't have any recovery left either. People like these accessories, don't they? I don't know what it is, but I have a feeling that people like the big, you know, horse mate. They are pretty cool accessories, but I think I'd probably, like, just rather get them as accessories, not with a whole bundle costing, like, 2.4k. Well, this certainly be a go second hand, doesn't it? On the other hand, my opponent certainly be a go first deck, right? Magician of Hope as your main win con. The rank 4 Xyz? The Pendulum Xyz? That's certainly a start. What was my win con? I didn't get Regulus in my first 10. Yeah, it's the rank 4. Yeah, it's the Utopia Pend. It is Malice. Great. Yeah, what was my... I got, like, Regulus pretty early on, but not, like, the first 10 packs. First 10 packs, it was the level 9 BES and Inspector Border. Those were definitely the best cards I own. And, you know, Inspector Border's still with me to this day. I can't let them get this online. Assuming that's the only Mitsurugi starter they have, I can't let them have it. Granted, it cuts me off of Alpha's, like, on-field effect, but Alpha is still just a body. Link. Decoder. Okay. Yeah, banish the other Malice, special it, so that gets you going. Damn. Pulled Harvest Angel of Doom. Level 4 Pend Dark. Adds Black Horn of Heaven. It is a decent card. I forget if it's a tuner or not as well. But yeah, that is a pretty cool card to have in your collection as well. 8 scale. Yeah. I just don't want to look at my pendulums. I'm going to be completely honest. I've got enough of them that I could probably do something pendulum, but I just feel it'd be worse than what I'm playing. Like, a pure pendulum pile kinda needs to be pure. Simply by virtue of, you know, if it's not, then you run into the bricks of not having enough scales. Excuse me. You wouldn't set a trap first, would you? Please. Please set a trap first. It's a polite request. Why are you making Appaloosa here? What are you expecting? Well, you didn't set the trap first. I thought it's that I have a 2500 pend in my extra deck. Yeah. It's not a bad idea. Definitely not. And you're at the kind of stage where that is just sometimes going to win you the game. Just like they can't clear your scales and you just have a 2500 beat stick every single turn. I mean, sometimes my opponents help me win the game by just doing stupid things like negating the BES, which if it's negated, then doesn't die by battle once it's loosed its counters, you know? Which is a really funny thing. I think my first proper win con was Yazi. Because I had enough tuners. I got like the Strudo. I had like a small Cosmo bit that was able to do things. And so, because I was able to kind of make a 7 reasonably often. And then Yazi was able to float into Chaos Mirage Dragon. Or is it just Mirage Dragon? I've still got them in the list. Yeah, there he is. Chaos Mirage Dragon, Yazi, good old Destrudo. If they end on the other Link 3, not Whitebinder, but Heart Cipher, I think it is, then I don't actually know what we do. Like, I could do Clockwork Knight, I can special summon Alpha, and I can be over the Malice, because this just needs to be linked to Switch, but then it only goes to, like, 3k anyway, which is still bigger than whatever they have. Does the field spell do anything in this scenario? I don't think it does. When this card is activated while 3 or more, while you control a link. So I could clear Appaloosa if I got rid of the field spell. But I don't know that I need to clear Appaloosa specifically. I don't know what I need to clear. If I can get Tikaboo to hit the board, we're sold. We're solid. But it's if I can get Tikaboo to hit the board. Have they gone AFK for a minute? I'm still streaming. Yeah? And they are still doing actions, okay. Oh, is their internet connection just taking a dive? It seems like it. Yeah, this is not the point that an actual player would be quitting out. That's an actual connection loss. That's unfortunate, honestly. I would have liked to see if we could actually play through that. We probably couldn't. I'd probably end up just being frustrated that it's Malice, but, like, it's unfortunate. Ones where your opponent disconnects and it's very clear that they would have surrendered if, disconnect was just treated as a surrender. Or they, rip the Ethernet cable out the wall, something like that. Ooh, another Valmonica spell. We do have the pen scales for Valmonica, we just, obviously do not have enough cards. And Supreme King Gate 0 is pretty cool. 0 scale which can search Poly if we have Infinity. Otherwise it's just a 0 scale with no downside. Yeah, 0 scale, no downside. All you need is a high scale after that. Right, second pack. Come on, we just need to get, like, one win. Just one win and we can rank up. And then we're in a rank that we haven't actually hit before. But these are definitely cards we have seen before. No comment. Additional mirror 7. If a 7... Special summon 2 with the same name. I don't think we have 3 7s with the same name. Also, that would burn us for, like, a ton of damage. Because I think every 7 we have probably has an attack stat. Right, I need to nip away for a second. So, we're going to do a little... watch some random duels. Be right back. And we're back. There we go. Right, okay. Let's get back into it then. Just need one more win. Oh, geez. High stakes battle. If we win, we gain a rank. If they win, they gain a rank. Both players fighting their absolute hardest. Well, I open completely unplayable, possibly. No, the hand is in fact playable. We do 1, 2, 3, and 4. There's no point summoning Imano because it returns to the hand anyway. We'll do it now, because if they have it, they have it, but now it puts it on the field anyway. Okay, it works. Give boss stage. We have a counter trap, we have a floodgate, we have an actual removal spell, kind of. Basically a removal spell. Sure. I mean, that is going to allow me to use boss stage. So we want to do Opta to do this. Is it quick effect? It is quick effect. Beat ninjas? Let's go. Look at Yugioh. Right. Okay, we get it. Meet her. On the other hand, they're playing this. I'm expecting them well and truly to be on kaijus. Set 1. Set 2. We probably aren't going to summon from the extra deck, so let's do this. Let's get rid of the one monster you do have on the field. You targeted the token. You're good to target the token. Right. Let those die. Alpha. The opponent was on Dynamorphia Labyrinth. That sounds like it's got potential. I mean, yeah, you don't summon. Right. From the looks of it, they are also on stun. So what if... I just realised what I was doing. Okay, never mind. What if? What if we do it anyway? We're going to get... Utgarda. And then we're going to normal summon a Mano, because that is most of their life points. And it is monsters can't activate their effects except spirits, which means that if they did have Battle Fador or Mahama or something stupid like that, we get to avoid it. They have a whole 900 left, which means they can't use a handful of card effects. This gets to return, and we call it. Right, they have Luna, but I'm not sure what Luna does for them. We can... Yeah, okay, there we go. We did it! We rank up! They gotta be on stun. It just has to be stun. We get 100 gems. We actually need those. What are we looking at? It is, in fact, stun, more or less, yeah. It's got kaijus. 2 of them only, though. And I thought it would have more. Kaiju's Kashtira Alpha, Solemns for days, Floodgates for days. We haven't been here before. This is the highest we've got ever. So I'm a little happy with that. And we can open some legacy packs. How sweet. We could get something really cool here. Like Cyberblader. I don't know if we actually have either of the fusion materials for this, and even if we did, I'm pretty sure we wouldn't play it. Hello, Gaming Addict. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Another Maha. Archfiend Interceptor. Sure. Silent Abyss. DD Destroyer. Crashberg. Pharaoh's Treasure. Sakuretsu. It's a little bit late for Sakuretsu. And the fact that we have multiple, again, kind of indicates how good we need cards to be at the moment. Because, you know, Sakuretsu is just kind of a removal spell, but it is a battle phase one for a singular target. Sure, I don't think that's something that's going to come up for us particularly, but we have it now. The rest of those cards certainly aren't coming up for us. Right. Come on, we could get some, like, non-duplicate cards, you know. They exist. We don't have that much of the card pool. We have opened a good few packs, but we genuinely don't have that much. Yet still, mainly duplicates. This upsets me. Cards included in this pack. Your cards doesn't show you how many, but if we just go down to, like, the normal res, you can see the kind of amounts you miss. It does tell you how many packs you've opened. Yeah, it does tell you how many packs you've opened, but, like, you can see there are still cards we're missing. Some of them in, like, little dots here or there, and then you get to sort of, like, swathes of them where, well, actually, we haven't seen, like, any of these. Like, you know, we've got, like, 2 ofs, 3 ofs, 5 ofs, but then we're missing, you know, other common things like Statue of Anguish pattern, who would be genuinely impactful, even at a single copy. Over 8k cards. And we just can't get, like, these little ones in between the gaps. Right. We are doing well. We are the highest we have ever gotten. All we need to do is win another 8 games. Yeah, no. So many people have just got, like, duplicates on duplicates just because. And this is a very nice hand. They're on 44-15, so we activate boss stage. We normal summon Lopter. Response. That feels like a C, so I'm gonna do it. It's an Ash instead. That's okay, that means it's not there for the field spell for next turn. It also means we just get, like, you know, boss stage again. I think you need a 3rd boss stage. I mean, I technically have 4. I've got the 2, like, actual copies, and then I've got, what's his face? Then I've got the Metaverse and the boss fight. So I do have 4 copies of boss stage. Imperm on the Ha. Well, I mean, does that... I tribute myself for cost. But I guess I was face up on the field during the activation, so... a 5th one would be nice. Yeah, I'd like more boss stage, please. Right, what do we got? I want a chain on for this. Bingo machine go. Yeah, I mean, we let that go, definitely. Or, like, we don't do anything here, rather. Wishes, wishes, wishes. I think... Chaos form. We do it. You'll definitely negate him again. Damn it. So you're gonna do that. I think I want to clear some, I want to clear some space at the moment. I know it's not going to do anything, but I'm just going to tribute these 2. Just to get them off the board. They know it's not going to do anything. I know it's not going to do anything. But that doesn't necessarily matter. They get Raw, and they get Sage. Sage on normal summon adds. I can't stop that. I can take it, but I can't stop it. So, what do I do? I can stop them getting the link material. We could stop them getting the link material. That's, like, the best thing I can think of at the moment. Give me your monster. I don't know if I should have saved it. Did you open Mausoleum then? Or you... no, you just hard opened the Maiden. True Light. Use Raw, I guess. Yeah, you cannot special summon from the extra deck except Dragon Monsters. So, that doesn't really lock them in any way. I mean, the thing is... yeah, I couldn't have targeted Blue Eyes. And if I try and target the Synchro, they just tag out the Synchro. So that's definitely not the play. If I let them get to the Link one, that lets them get further, because then they then get another normal summon, which they're going to get now anyway, because, yeah. Gets them a second normal summon. I could, like, just steal it for the sake of stealing it, but I don't really know what it accomplishes. This gives them Tyrant, which does 19, 19, 3, 4, which is 7, 2, and then beats over this one. So it needs, like, they need another 800 points. They have, well, no, they need another 500 points, which I think they can get to because they just need Special Summon Blue Eyes from the grave. Yep. If they did nothing else from here, it would just depend on if they did their, like, attacks correctly, which is not a particularly difficult task. Yeah, I think they realize it. I will just let them get to it a little quicker because they've recognized exactly what they need to do. What else could I have done? I could have done Destrudo target the Lopter, but then the thing is, like, I needed to bait out the Ash Blossom. That needed to happen so boss stage did something. I guess they just had Ash Imperm and that was just better. That's all there is to it. It's alright, we're going first in this game. We'll win this one, and then the next 7. Well, okay, no. Let's aim doable. The next 3. Ooh, these are certainly cards. You control no monsters, right? Control no monsters. Right, so we're going to do this. Activate boss stage. You activate a C, I will draw a card. Search. Yeah, these are some good cards. And I believe I'll just leave it there. They have something, I just don't know what they have, and it doesn't matter a whole lot. I have a singular target for Fenrir. Okay, so we're going to do this. We're going to activate boss stage 2. It still negates the first one, but because that first effect is not a hard once per turn, the first effect is a soft, it does mean they still have to play around boss stage. So what will you do? Granted, it's boss stage and a Fenrir, it's not the end of the world. But if they add a card, they do still trigger the boss stage, and I think they're just realising that. Aravata. You can negate the activation if you do destroy another fire. Okay. Okay. So, destroy, add. That's fine. What are you destroying? Misk. Why are you destroying Miscellaneous Source? 1. 2, I think. All the hand, even if not. Yeah, you could do it. Right, and what are we getting? So, yeah, there's nothing in rotation. I'm thinking we just get her. It's their turn. Their trigger goes first, which is this one. And then we get to chain... Yeah, we get to chain block our triggers. So we can banish this face down. And then we get to summon our tokens, and they can't actually negate it with Fire King Arvata. Because it's when you can. Well, no, not because it's when you can, it's because the last thing that happened in the chain is a spell card, so... Good luck negating Fenrir. And I think they're understanding that right now. Chain resource backwards, banish that, which does... It makes the opponent surrender is what it does. We like those. We definitely take those. Constructed Fire King? I imagine it has to be. Yes. But again, what is the reason for Misk? You don't have other dinosaurs. No, you do. You have the Drax. Why do you have the Drax? You don't have... These need to be made with... Oh, they don't. Not seeing cats or monarchs on my field. That is true. There is a disturbing lack of cats and monarchs. But on the other hand, I do not control the pulls. I control the speed at which I lose. I do have monarchs. They exist in the collection. Cats, I'm not actually sure. That's a little bit less easy to search. Gigantic Castle is a 9 synchro. There are times we would like a 9 synchro, but I am not sure what point there is. Gigantic Castle doesn't feel like it's exactly worth it. And the rest of these do not feel worth it. No, not in the slightest. Not really, just type in cat. I mean, yeah, to an extent. But there's a lot of cards which are cats which just have, you know, non-cat names. Have the start to some kind of water deck. I have Pacifist. Basically 2 copies. That's the 4th or something copy. That's a virtual world. Fish Marincess? No. I'm closer to Tenpai than I am Marincess. Was expecting some pearly tomfoolery. No, I'm playing Masochist at the moment. So, we are struggling around in Plat 2. We have literally just got here. Tenpai base. No, Tenpai not base, but unfortunately my card pulls mean that I've got Trident Dragon, runic card. I've got Transcendent. Oh jeez, these pulls are horrendous. Duplicate cards. Like no one's ever seen before. Let me actually, we'll just go into this one. So, if I go to Tenpai, it's not that I have massive... Oh. Well, yeah, that won't do it. I need Sangan. That's what I need. I'm closer to Tenpai than I am Marincess. I've got the boss monster. I've got the boss monster. I've got a starter. So, you know. So really quit when a runic card is played. That is true. And we do have, like, a couple runic cards, which would summon Moonin, which adds a continuous spell, which means it adds a lore, which means that we could start to do mill stuff, but the problem is that, like, the advantage engine just isn't there. These are all one-and-done deals, which means that we can banish a maximum of... So what? 2, so that's 3 cards. 4 cards. 7, 11. A max of 12 cards. Plus or minus a few. You know? It's not a great deal. Oh, I wish it would be a little bit higher, but no, there is just no way we're actually playing it. I don't think there's anything that has recently just improved this deck either. This could do with having a couple cards cut, in all honesty. And I was thinking about the Typhoon. I don't think we've been noticing it that much. I'll cut it for now. If we're missing it, we can chuck something else in, put it back in. Maybe Runic Synchro plays? I know that Runic Synchro, like, is a deck list, yeah. But we just... I mean, it gives us a non-tuner 2. That's what it gives us, right? Which means we're still relying on drawing a tuner monster. We're still relying on getting to something like that. Going against Relinquish, is he making me... Yeah, he is making me go first. I think I need targeting protection in this duel, and I think I need to play around anima columns. Sentences that shouldn't be real. Unrelated note. Wait, I can kind of metagame this a little bit, right? No, okay. I was hoping that this would do something. The answer is it doesn't. But they draw for turn and we get Ha. Ha can just be stuck over in this corner. And that will do something. Plus we have breakthrough skill. So we have a couple ways. They are playing a standardized deck. That is from hand. I hope you understand that. Right. Which means I think we are just getting... Yeah, it just has to be Ha. And then we get ourselves some tokens. Okay, we now have an Omni Negate, we have a Monster Negate, and everything is machine. We kind of hard lose to Evenly, as always, so that would be a must negate, but so many things are a must negate for us. I mean, they're gonna summon a level 1 monster, right? It's just which one? Come on, keep my hopes alive that you're actually playing Relinquished instead of, like... Oh, no, you're playing Gear Town. I don't want to destroy that. We definitely do not want to destroy that. We would like to destroy that. Because that adds a spell trap. And the less spell traps they have, the better. Or you control, target, and if you do special summon an Ancient Gear. So right, that dies, they special summon an Ancient Gear. Which we can negate the Ancient Gear, but then this will special summon an Ancient Gear from Hand, Deck, or Grave. Which means they basically get 2 E-Tellies. We have to stop both of them, or they have to both be mildly decent to stop. Chain 1. Chain 2. Yeah, this gets a monster. This gets 2 cards specifically, so I think this trade is worth it. Hopefully we just keep them off enough stuff. They have 4 cards total. They add a card, they send a monster. Because I'm assuming the summon is going to be like Ancient Gear Wyvern. No. Yeah, Ancient Gear Wyvern, it should be. Which adds them a card, anything. And then Ha hasn't used the first effect already, so we send 1 monster. Which hopefully restricts their fusion access, because if they fusion summon, we probably dead. Also, their fusions are just killer. I don't know what our play is against them. Especially in this specific board state. We got a level 4 tuner. A level 1 would be a lot better. Right, so they're getting Commander. Which doesn't immediately add. And doesn't immediately get its summon thing. They're doing a Link to Ancient Gear Ballista. You can add an Ancient Gear monster or Gear Town. Right. So you probably add Box. Yeah, that gets Box. And Box is just like a guy. I mean, I'll wait. You're gonna use Box. Right, that's what you're adding. I mean, you're still gonna just send Box. I know you are, but, like, I was just curious. I just want to see what you get. Just send the Box. No, you're sending the statue. Why are you sending the statue? Doesn't have a banish effect. Oh, you just had 2 of them. So is this the Scrap Wyvern? Were you just trying to bait it? I guess they were just trying to bait out her. Because Scrap Wyvern, I think, just adds a card. Not Scrap Wyvern, Ancient Gear Wyvern. No, it's Dark Golem. which is a hard once per turn, but they just need to have an Ancient Gear fusion. Which they do. They do now. And that spells the end of my life. Yes, please. I think that does spell death. I've got 2000 monsters in an attack position of 3500, and that is my blocker. Ancient Gear, the manly man's Tenpai. Agreed. It's just got to be some variant of Earth Machine, right? Because you got, like, what is it about Earth Machine and just beat your opponent into the ground? You've got, like, Machina, which has, granted not an Earth Machine, but they have a Dark Machine 4600 with battle phase effects. You've got Trains, you've got Ancient Gear, you've got Super Heavy Samurai. What is it about machines and just, even like Cyber Dragon, what is it about machines and hit the opponent really hard? Even gadgets have that kind of thing going for them. Like the original, well, not the original Trap Monster, but one of them, Stronghold, it does big number if you get your gadgets on board. And then their whole thing is you get the gadgets and you boost like these commanders. I am doom screwed. That does 25, 25, 2000. Which clears game. No, 1000. It does not clear game. I'm alive. Barely. And I honestly don't know if there's any real point to being alive in this present moment. 800 life is not a lot. I need to get a hell of a top deck. That could be considered a hell of a top deck. Activate effect. Banish. What can I do from here? They're on 8k. I would need to... What would I need to do? They don't have anything banished. I've got this. I can do this. No, that's it. That is literally all I need. That's it. That is the out. Abystial was doing it. Black Rose Big Dragon. Right. 1. Get out of here. 2. Get everyone else out of here. And, no, I don't need it. It goes now. Bye-bye. Cool. And we do it! That is not a game I thought I was winning. Okay, so there are a whole 4 cards in my deck that did that draw, you know? Oh, that was so close. I respect the name. I respect them making you think about the anima zones. Oh, I am so happy. And I actually need to claim these rewards early because we are so short on gems. 240. Right, that means we can do 2 more wins before I need to top up. Right, 4 legacy tickets. The best cards ever. We came in, like, we played well, right? It definitely wasn't just the sheer luck of drawing the 4 what-ofs that could have done it. Well, we got an ultra we don't have. How are you short on gems? Masochist is not free to play. Masochist is far from free to play. When you get winning. This is a card, but we don't actually have well, we have a few Utopia monsters. Not enough to make this worth it. It's very FTP at my level. Ah, so you're losing a lot then. I have approximately a 50-50 win rate, and I'm getting 2 packs per win in Platinum, so... Yeah, it's pretty expensive pretty quickly. Yeah, no, we're probably not playing that. Rituals... We have a ritual pile. It is god-awful. You're at 6k gems. Okay. I am trying to push as high as I can, and that does mean, like, just winning as much as possible, which also means spending as many gems as we can. It is just... I mean, you've seen the duel count. We are at 1863 played. We're at 709 won. Which, if you do the math, is just 70,900 gems. I don't know... I've probably had that many gems through the total of my main account. But I you know, it's a bit of a close call. I wouldn't be able to tell you off the top of my head. Those just really... I mean, it's the Legacy Pack. What do you expect? What do you want from it? Of course, we do get some of those gems pretty easily. Like, when you're down in Bronze, yeah, you just rank up, you get 100 gems, which is a free pack, you know? Like, Bronze pays for itself. Silver, not quite so much, but it's still not that expensive. We do have... this guy. We do have Blackwing Dragon. The issue is, we would need to somehow take effect damage to make this live. And I don't know how we do that. Another Therian stand-up, an Appliancer card, Perform Power, another Phalanx, Void... Ah, the duplicates. The duplicates pour in, as they always do. We'll get new cards every now and then the new card that we get just breaks the game, right? I spoke too soon. This very clearly does not break the game. It's decent, but, like, that's it. Odd Eyes Dragon, Ice Doll. Ice Doll, discard another water, spec it, if not or spect, add a water spellcaster. It took me a minute, but this is actually Valence support. It's niche, but if we were to play Valence in this somehow, I think we'd actually be playing this. Probably. Another DDD, Zone, and Double Tool. I mean, the best one from this pack is definitely Fearless. It's a 2k defender. And it's a level 2 tuner. With 0 attack, which makes it searchable off Piri-Res. For some reason, I don't think any of those changed the deck in any way. Alright. 2 more wins. We can rank up. We can do it tonight. I believe. I believe in me and the luck of going first and open the good card. I'm pretty happy with how our deck is at the moment. Like, it's not constructed, but it's kind of, you know, it's slowly heading that way. Well, what happens when you run out of gems after 2 wins? After this win, I've run out of gems. Inspector Border. Set 1. Set 2. Win the game. I'll just have to top up. I'll just have to, like, you know... I'll just spend a little. I'm not actually spending as much on physical TCG lately. So I can spend a little on digital instead. It's a hobby. I like doing it at the end of the day, so why not? They thinking. Pendulums. That does in fact give you a monster effect. Although that is a continuous spell effect, which I really just don't understand. So, in theory, that's imperm. Like, that's the only thing I could think of it being. So we're going to normal summon Lopter. And we're just going to hit in for 35, and it's just going to be enough. because we also have Crackdown, we have Lost Wind, we have Iron Thunder, we have Solemn Judgment, kind of. Oh yeah, and this isn't an activated effect. This is a continuous thing, so it bypasses Inspector Border. I mean, to be fair, I do need another summon to actually out the game. TTT, they're not using monster effects. Right, out the Ash Blossom. You see, you always got to attack in with 1900 or higher. It is a mandatory. If you don't do it, you will be hit by Ash Blossom. And it has happened too many times to me already that, like, it's just hard, ingrained discipline. You know, you might be right, actually. Okay, everyone calm down. They've got a scale... Well, do I? Yeah, it's fine. Like, that's A-okay. What are you gonna do? Pendulum summon a guy? Who I can then Lost Wind? Pendulum summon. 1. 2. 3. Okay, you get 1 monster effect. Which monster? You've got 3. I don't know if any of them... Your opponent succeeded in special summoning. What, you're not doing an effect? I mean, I'll use my 1 monster. Why not? We'll get a big boy. Let's see what your 1 monster is. Nothing. I mean, they're just going to go battle phase over the Inspector Border. That is their plan. Yeah, the Iron Thunder row will be fucky. Their plan is to go battle phase, in which we can Lost Wind 1, crack down the other, and just do it. This could be imperm. But if it's imperm, then we just, Okay. I mean, do we not just... Right. Yeah, I think we just do it. So what plan was that you had? Iron Thunder does not need to be placed in a specific column. Oh, that is just brilliant. What could it have been? Let us find out. Okay, call by, cross out, Soul. No, that you could have activated Soul. If he had Soul, he would have killed you. No. No, he wouldn't, because we just had Lost Wind. So you can just, you know, drop this down to 2k, have it kill itself. It does give them their effects back online. But, you know, we could have put it down to 2k. So 1, 2, 3, 4, I guess. It could have been Wings of Light. Other Soul, not that Soul. I guess. I don't know. Well, win's a win. It wasn't the most fun means, but it is a win. We've only got the 1 legacy ticket, so we'll let that build up for a minute. Right. 1 whole master pack. Followed by another whole master pack. Okay, dual avatar, which we might actually be able to make, but on the other hand, it's dual avatar, which means you kinda just discard it. This is... Oh, this is part of the new wave of Battling Boxer support, which doesn't make it fantastic, but it means it's, like, it's decent. It's Rota, and then if it's sent to the graveyard, you can special one from the grave except itself. Which is pretty cool. Soul of the Supreme King is bad in actual Zark deck. Soul of the Supreme Celestial is the one that makes... Okay. It's not even our first copy. I mean, is there anything we could use it for? We have some Orcust monsters, but I don't think we have enough for a deck. Like, I think very critically, we're missing, like, every link under the sun. That Whirlwind. Well, Black Wings are, like, everywhere, so we could probably make use of that, but it does rely on drawing Black Whirlwind before anything else. Number's Last Hope. Target 2, special both, negate their effects, exceed summon a number using only those two. It is any 2. We do have a 4 strategy going, but I don't know what number monsters we have, which is the important distinction. Speaking of Black Wings, this isn't great, but you know what it is? It's a royal rare. You know what a royal rare means? It means we get an additional pack from the set it opens. Which means I now have to top up my gems. Right, so the technical answer to this is we'll be right back. Like, I'm not going away anywhere. That's the wrong one. We're just turning off the game capture for a sec. I need to a little quickly just top up on the gem count. This one. So yeah, this is what happens when we get more wins than we expect, or when, you know... how much do I want to add? Does game cap actually share your Steam? I don't think it does, but on the off chance, you know, I'm just gonna play it smart instead. I shouldn't say any of this out loud, even if I normally would to myself. So, anyone read any good books lately? And how is everyone doing? Is everyone having a good time? Everyone enjoying themselves? Do not save payment info. Alright, I need to do my area code. And I need the actual number. Just getting Turge pushed in by Ryziel. Yeah, that'll do it. Ryziel'll still just be a good deck that does things. I mean, it's arguably the best deck, isn't it? Just Ryziel Mitsurugi. It was probably the best deck in TCG. And now it's just on Master Duel. Right. Okay. And that should be it. Is there a rank 5 penned? You know, that's a fantastic question. I genuinely don't know. There probably is, but I could not tell you. I mean, I can tell you in a minute, assuming this goes through. No, doesn't. Right, okay, I need to change details again. Right. Just double check. That's correct. That's correct. Spelling's correct. Unless we try that one. Or we try and close that. Spelling's correct, spelling's correct, spelling's correct. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Right, so in theory... Sweet. Okay. Authorize. And I guess while I'm here, we might as well just add... Yeah, we'll just do it twice. Because that way I'm definitely... Well, I don't think I'm winning another 7 games this stream. Right. Apologies for the long wait. There we go. We are... oh, I turned off the wrong thing. I keep turning off chat. There we go. We're back. We have gems. Anyway, so yeah. Nice times. I believe it'll be from this pack. If we go to your cards... Where is the shiny boy? This guy, yeah. So, we pulled the Royal Rare. Royal Rare rule, because it happens like once in a blue moon. We do have some, but it's a very limited amount. Is that you get 1 pack of the secret pack. It opens. And it's just 1 pack, so it shouldn't make too much of a difference, but it could. We could just suddenly have full Blackwings. If all 8 cards are Blackwings. Right, let's open the interesting side first. Glad Beast, which is a solo mode deck if I ever saw one. Link Extension, which is pretty cool, and I don't know how many of these we have, but we do have like a non-zero amount of Cyber Dragons that is semi-relevant. Anti-Reverse, we already had it. Anti-Reverse, we already had it. When a monster your opponent controls activates its effect, send a Blackwing monster you control, negate. If you do, destroy, then summon a Blackwing Dragon. So we just need a Blackwing monster plus this. Hardlight did run Glad Beast, and that is great. Because, like, Constructed Glad Beast is good. I do not have access to Constructed Glad Beast. Like, we are missing so many cards. It was a fun episode. Like, that was actually a really fun ladder climb. I did enjoy that. It was surprising. Like, I didn't think I'd like Glad Beast, but it's neat. It's definitely not what I was expecting. A lot of them are behind the solo mode. Yeah, let's just have a look at it for a sec. Because... Right, so we pulled this. If we go to related cards... Like, you can see we have a good couple of them. This one's obviously a Master Pack card, I believe, in terms of how to obtain. Yeah, because it's, like, part of the new wave of support. But if we go to you, how do we get you? Okay, you're in the packs. I haven't actually seen the episode, but it's on your homepage. It's, like, yeah, it's a good episode. A lot of these... Where's the... I thought a lot of these were in the solo mode. Or am I just thinking, is it going to be like the commons? I guess it's just like the commons that are in the solo mode that'll kind of like... No, it's not even that one. What would we want, and is it in the solo mode? It seems like it's pretty much just in the Master Pack. Huh. Okay, well, what about Augustus? Augustus is a Legacy Pack or solo mode card, which is one of the crux points. So, and then this is a Master Pack. What else? I think one of the others is we need where are you at? No, we got Spartacus. What else were we missing? This needs Spartacus and a Glad Beast. And then it does Flame Wingman. This one needs specifically Vespius. It's like we could do Glad Beast things, but it just feels like it's not as good as it could be. We have a number of Blackwings. Oh, right, we're going to need to look up a Blackwing monster generally, aren't we? So if we look up this one, that should probably show everything. It just about does, yeah. Goblin, I'm sorry to hear that. That is absolutely abhorrent. I got FTK'd by Yubel the other day, basically, which was something I didn't know they could really do. They did the normal kind of like Yubel combo, but they stuck Grinder Golem on my field. Somehow made me take 2k damage, I can't remember. It's, they summon the Grinder Golem, the retrain. They make me lose 2,000 life points from somewhere. And then they skip my main phase 1, skip my standby phase. And they managed to get Invader of Darkness on the field, so I couldn't activate quick plays. Not that I had anything to do anyway, but it forced me into battle phase with Nightmare Pain and Grinder Golem. So, I was a little salty. It is still on, like, the VOD, if that's still up, or on the YouTube channel. You can see me waited around for a whole, like, 5 minutes from the timer. I did not, you know... Not my finest moment, but on the other hand, why is that legal? That feels insulting that that is legal. We have some decent Blackwings. Like, we have Bora, we have Shura. Those are both 4s. The Synchro we're looking at is a 5. And we have Black-Winged Dragon, which isn't a Blackwing. But, we just need a Blackwing. Anything. I know we're missing a lot of Synchros, yeah. What's related to Black-Winged Dragon specifically that we have? We have Shadow Skull, we have Close, we have Ouster. Place black feather counters on a Black-Winged Dragon up to the number of cards your opponent controls. But it does still lose its attack. Send this card from your hand or field to the grave. Target monster your opponent controls. Send a Black-Wing Synchro or Black-Winged from your extra, and if you do... Yeah. We do have, like, the Black-Wing Retrain as well. Is it Black Feather? Yeah. But this one doesn't do counters. That's why it's the Retrain. Okay, so we could probably look into actually doing something with Blackwings. It just feels like it's probably a not right now kind of deal. I don't know. We got a lot of those. Like, it feels half the stuff we own is a not right now. It's missing, like, one more card. And to be fair, the Blackwings are probably just playable. Like, it makes the Bestials playable because they're all dark, so we have a lot more targets. We could just play the Chaos Mirage because everything's a dark and we're making dark synchros. I like this hand. I do not necessarily like the opponent's deck. Boss stage. It is the opening. So, Lopter. Activate Lopter. If you have Ash, you have Ash. You do not have Ash. Well, here it is. And then we set 1, we set 2, and we have a jolly old time. 60 cards always unnerves me. 40 cards, that's rational. Anyone will play 40 cards. 60. 60's crazy talk. Maybe they just don't have hand traps. Maybe I'm fretting over nothing. Maybe it's Lava Golem. Maybe it's Super Poly. Floodgate, Crackdown, Omni, tag out for a more relevant one. The field gets slightly better, but not loads better. We definitely do this. I could crack down Steel, but I think what we do... Yeah, I think it's like this. So they get that. Do they tribute for cost? No, it's all effect. So, send. They are not planning to do anything in response to that at the moment. Send Sarana. Sarana send. That is a quick play, isn't it? No, it's a ritual spell. So, light or dark? Okay, that's fine. So, I'm going to do this now. We're just going to 1, we're going to 2. I'm going to get rid of this thing. I just want it off the field. Off the field, out of rotation is the idea. Send a bestial or branded. They're sending Rebellion. Right, so we're going to do this now. We're going to take their 1 monster. Okay, that works. We have Floodgate, Trap Hole, and we still have an Omni Negate. I think we can stop them. If we haven't already. Banish 1 for Collapse Serpent. Okay, so let's Floodgate this, and that should, in theory, just stop them. Three cards in hand. I don't think they're all bangers, because otherwise you would have done something by now. Let's fucking go! All it takes is you open the good cards, baby! 100 gems, we needed those. And just like that, we are the highest we have ever been, again. Have I already mentioned that we haven't made it to Plat 2 before today's stream? And now we're in Plat 1 already? I can't let it go to my head. If we, like, what, 3 losses and we D-rank, and it's going to be a hell of an effort to climb back up. 2 Mass Heroes isn't being made. We don't have enough for Valkyrie. But this could just go in Pacifist, you know? It ain't the best pull in the world, but it is decent. It is pretty good. We already had one. Of course we already had one. But that's new at least. I think we have a couple Materiactor cards, just not enough of them to do a thing. Right. Second Master Pack. This stream is going fantastically. Garbage Lord. Gravity Warrior. About 300 years too late. It would have been a decent synchro early on. I think this is our second copy. Not sure. It's a generic 8 that could just special summon the other card in the scale or destroy it. One or the other. And Silver Rocket, which is not a tuner. And I need to have a link target it to... I mean, we do have rocket cards. Like, we have some. We even have the Riot Dragon, the ritual monster. I just don't think we're doing anything with it. Let's have a quick look. Because it'd be stupid to not have a proper look-see. Okay, it's our third copy of it. That's neat. So yeah, we're missing the high-level link payoffs. The high-rating link payoffs. We've got Riot Dragon. We've got Furious, Savage, X-Charge. So we've got, like, the other payoffs. We have Rapid Trigger. Rapid Trigger isn't related. We have Rapid Trigger. Do we have Rapid Trigger? I'm not so sure anymore. Oh wait, no, Rapid Trigger wouldn't be showing up, would it? But we do have it. And do any of the rockets or bowls add rapid trigger? I think this guy does. Yeah. I know I have some good staples. I am not under any illusions that we have, you know, bad staples. We've got Dart Ruler, Tactics, Alpha, Fenrir, even Phantasme. We've got the Bestial lineup. This is good. This is great. We've got a hand trap, a real trap, a real trap, a real trap. Any field spell we want. Real traps. The actual, like, staple lineup is insane. And that's ignoring the extra deck. But can we do something with Rocket? Special summon a Rocket. This is not a Rocket. Do we have ways to get to, like, tribute their specials from hand? Oh yeah, they really are. They were carrying us so hard early on. No, I think this not being a Rocket is the one thing that kind of keeps it from being easy to use. We don't really have Foolish-like effects, I don't think. Yeah, because these are all, like, Rocket. Anything that's, like, Dark Dragon is already being used in Dragon Link, so... I think this would be the crutch of what Rockets we do have. And it not being searchable in any way is pretty poor, unfortunately. The other thing I wanted to just check on was the Materia Reactor stuff. Yeah, not close to enough. Then you can add one card attached to a rank 3 monster to the hand. Which, this gains... Oh, it gains per card in the hand. So it's Slifer, kind of. When activated, excavate the top 6, then place it on the top of the deck in any order. Once per turn, pay 15 special by using level 3 normal. We have level 3 normals. Although we don't really need to do that. If Xyz monster is Xyz 100, you can attach the top card of your deck to one Materia Reactor Xyz. Detach one, attach a Materia Reactor monster. Quick effect, discard, title rank 3, gains 1500. Yeah, so it doesn't really do much, unfortunately. But that is fine. 4 more wins. We're actually close. And we get a, you know, we get to choose. We win the coin toss. I'm a little scared to jinx it. This hand still does it. Main phase. Normal summon. Activate an effect. Which means that you use a hand trap and Tactics as life. Damn it. Right, 1, 2, 3. They draw for turn. They're on 50 cards. And we immediately use Metaverse. If they have Ash, they have Ash. There is not really anything else to it. 50-15. It's not too many more cards, but I just... Oh dear. Well, I'm happy we got the field spell now. Are you going to tribute as well? No. You are not going to tribute as well. Well, we are activating boss stage. If you add again, we get a boss monster. Do I think one boss monster... I mean, it is 2 boss monsters. It would have been 2 boss monsters. You absolute prick. Oh well. Come on, Nopter. You gotta hold down the fort by yourself. My valiant warrior. Opening with the 1 of in 50, by the way. This is a 2 of, this is a 2 of, this is a 2 of. What do I do? I think it's just hard to get her on the field. Because that could make them send a monster to the grave. It's small, but it's something. And in terms of stats, it's not actually small. I mean, fighting the same player twice in the same day is, like, crazy. I don't think I've ever seen the same player twice. Like, the only one that comes close to that, I think, is exactly, you know, the bot that goes by Wooly. And that's because, like, it's, you know, however many bots. It's not just the one, so... So yeah, send a card that you do not need in the slightest. You queued instantly, so you managed to snipe his queue. That's kind of... yeah, that's something. You know, it's a lot more reasonable that you have thrust than talent, because, you know, you play this at 3, you play this at 1, although this is also at 3. So you might just play 3. Well, you got my own triple tack, or you've got Chaos Mirage Dragon. Take your pick, honestly. Who would have seen that coming? We're just a little dead, I think. Like, it's full Mitsurugi combo, and I have a 3k beat stick on the board, and that's the some extent. My normal summon is going to get me just himself being a normal summon, because there is nothing banished, which means I can't, like, get a dark monster back. Right. I eat your card and end my turn. Certainly a username. If you can do that digitally, that scares me. And Masochist is treating me... well, it's treating me well enough. We are in Platinum 1. The highest we have ever been. And this is our first duel in Plat 1. So, you know. I guess that tells you, right? The board state tells you exactly how it's going at this precise moment, but generally the stream has been pretty damn good, honestly. Yep. You need, what, 24? You need 24. The guy at a Pokemon tournament who ate his opponent's card and then tried to call a judge for a deck check. That is insanity. And the fact that that actually happened is worse. Can you imagine your opponent just asking, hey, can I read this real quick, and then stuffs it in his face? That's absolutely horrific. On the plus side, most of my cards are cheap, so they're replaceable, but, like, even on his count, like, that can't taste good. Like, maybe cardboard tastes nice. Plastic can't. Plastic just, like... maybe he's trying to get ahead of the curve. Ditch the microplastics. We eat in macroplastics now. Finally, the cyanide card sleeves paid off. Yeah, sure. And it's into Orcust combo. Yeah, it's into Orcust combo. He is kind of flexing. He did need to find 400 more damage or 600 more damage on the board he had. But, no, he needed to find 400 more on the board he had. But on the other hand, Orcust do banish some monsters, you know. And if Orcust banish some dark monsters, I can target a dark monster. I can summon it to my field. I can synchro summon... well, realistically, what do they have? They have 4, 3, 2, and 1, I think. Although I'm not certain on the 2. But 4, 3, and 1 are what is relevant. Well, no, 4 and 3. We could make either Risen. Or we can make Yazi. Or we can make Star Eater. Or if they keep World Legacy World 1 banished, we can make our best boy, you know, go Genzeka. Just imagining a dude grabbing a card without using his hands like a feral dog and shaking it. Yeah, that's an image. Do you have a Link 3? No, but you don't need a Link 3. Well done. They simply just had the better draw. And to be fair, we've had several of those ourselves. I don't really have room to complain this specific moment in time. With the mentality of, I'll eat the dude's cards, it's basically a feral animal. I mean, are you wrong, though? I don't think you are. Like, what has to go through your head to be like, you know, I could talk to this guy, I could banter about my unhappiness. No, I think his cardboard deserves to die. You got something. Boss stage. You do not know how boss stage works. Now we're in Plat 1, and I've got two options. I can either get a boss on the field and give them draws, or I can just search Forbidden Chalice and save the Druid Swarm in my hand for next turn. Opponent sits down, licks his lips. How do you do? What cuisine are you providing me tonight? Are you gonna imperm this? Hey, is that the Millennium Puzzle behind you? What? Eats your deck while you're not looking. They did not use it, whatever it is. I'm fine with this. They've discarded Maxi. They're starting with 5 cards. They have something. Probably imperm. Could have been Vela. But I'm going to hazard a guess at imperm instead. That goes through. Ooh. Yeah, we get Ha. Which gets us tokens. If they imperm the Ha, we do have, like, we have the possibility of bringing it back. We're not in nib range because we only summon 3 tokens. This can tag out for Lopter. You've got Chalice, we've got Druid Swarm. I like how this is. So why did you laugh when you saw that I was playing Nouvelles? You'll get it in a bit. There's probably a good ton of jokes you can make over your opponent eating your cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! So, like, yeah, we let that go through. That is not a problem for us. The negate? Is it a problem? Oh, wait, no. It might be due to zoning. Due to zoning, it might be an issue. You know what? This is fine. If they have nib, they have nib. We still have Chalice. We can put into something a little bit better. The outplayer is snatching the card away before he opens his lips. I feel like the outplayers just have a judge watching the game. Yeah, we do this. Tribute Spec. I don't need to negate Raigeki, I just need to protect my current guys from it. Why can't I protect my current guys? Is it because he would also be destroyed because it's just an actual board wipe? Probably for that reason. Adamagistus. That is not what I was expecting to see today. Right. So, Druid Swarm. Get rid of this, right? Yeah. Get rid of the good stuff. Unhinges the jaw and shoves the whole deck in his mouth. You know, modern problems, modern solutions, right? And Chalice. They knew I had that, though, so I'm wondering about what else they have. What are the other 2 cards in your hand that you're not worried about the Chalice, or are you just hoping I don't use it? Because this makes Moon Maiden, like they all do. But then what do you do after you make Moon Maiden? Hopefully nothing. Hopefully this is the end of your turn. God knows I've played through enough. Artemis. You know, reveal a number. Add. So you're putting yourself down to 1 card in hand, but what's the 1 card? Yeah. On the top of the deck. Okay, so this card is going to the top of the deck, whatever it is, because they can't use it. And you're adding Crowley. If this card, so you can special it. If normal special summon, you can fusion. So that works. Do they have a new fusion? I don't think they do. Oh, they have 3 new fusions. 1, 2, and 3. Unless these are alt arts. Nope. They have 3 new fusions. Well, do you want to do it? What do you actually get from this? So, if this card is special summoned, you can fusion. You can target a fusion Synchro or link in your graveyard on 1 monster on the field, banish them. If it's destroyed. So, okay, that's got an on summon. Target an effect monster in your graveyard or your opponent controls, equip that effect to this card. When a monster effect is activated, send in a Magistus negate. So, that. It sends itself, but it would be a negate, and then this is a negate? No, it's an attack stop. They didn't click it. They didn't click to fusion summon. Oh, that is so rough. I think we were in a good position from that point anyway, but that is unfortunate. Like, I'm hyped that I actually see Magistus. I don't know the last time I ever saw Magistus. Oh. Yeah, never mind, I take it back. You could have been cool. You could have been playing a neat deck. Something that's interactive, niche, unseen. Or it could be Ryziel because you got 4s. You could be boring about it, you know. Ooh, we got a UR in this, which is Dandy White Lion. If sent from hand or field, special 3, cannot summon from an extra deck. I mean, it works on the opponent's turn as discard fodder. But, like, that's it, and we would have to build around links in the extra deck and kind of link climbing, which isn't the best thing we could do. And we need to draw this and send it. The rest of these are not great, if I gotta be honest. It's a UR, it is neat, it is playable. It's just not... Unless we had a way to search it. It's a level 1 300/300 plant Earth. If we had a way to add it to hand fairly consistently... Ooh, that's nice. Then it might be a bit better. Regular Trap Hole. Okay, so yeah, the best card in this one is Pacifist. Second best might be Gizmek Naganaki. This does... It gets any machine who is level 1 with equal attack defense. Which means the Mechlord starter... I can't remember if we have that. I don't think we do. Pack number 2, which has a UR in it. Now remember, this could be anything in the game. Or it could be a duplicate of a card we already have. That's a second Moon Mirror. Second Moon Mirror goes hard in stun. Wait, it's not limited or anything, is it? No. Havness... I thought Havness was limited. Magical something. Each time a spell counter... target... This, it seems, is our runic monster. That DDD is actually hell when it's on the field. Yeah, this is like... It is good. We gotta get it on the field, though. Heroic Call. Warrior from Hand or Grave. If you didn't summon a heroic, negates effects. If your life points 500 or less, banish target a monster. Gains 500 per heroic. And attached to... I don't think we really have heroics. That said, it's a neat card. And it is definitely like, you know, you get heroics, you play it. It's just like, you know, it's good. But yeah, this is our stand-in runic monster, because, hey, look at that. You see that? That's quick play spell recycling, assuming we've activated 3 spells while this is on the field. Neat pulls. Let's just go to the deck edit for a section, or for a minute, because I do want to check. I'm pretty sure, like, those cards are limited, right? Havness should be limited. It is limited. I thought it showed you that in the pack pulling. Why does it not show you that in the pack pulling anymore? Weird. What do we have in the way of heroics? Oh, we actually have a couple. Like, we have heroic monsters. Most importantly, we have, I guess, yeah, Thousand Blades. Next is probably this guy. And what else did I want to look up? I don't know what else I want to look up. But I once again need to take a break for a sec. We'll go over to the live duels, see what random chaos is happening. Hope you guys enjoy this, and let's do the right things. And we're back. And I don't actually know what I'm looking at. I'm looking at Dragon Rulers, apparently. Can't check their deck, can I? Aww, I want to check his deck. Anyway, end of replay. Oh well, that was mildly interesting. Back to dueling. Back to getting in there, getting 3 wins, maybe. Attempted to make a Genesis ritual deck with 1 Djinn in it. Oh, back and fighting Drytron. Well, best of luck with Drytron. Turns out if you just get like 1 or 2 cards out of their hand... Oh, Drytron's Cyber Dragon. That makes it a little bit more difficult. 42. 15. Boss stage. And normal summon. no monster effects for you. But if you've got something that's glowing, that makes it imperm. Which kind of sucks for me. But on the other hand, if it is imperm, then, you know, it's either you stop Inspector Border so you get monster effects, or you stop the Omni Negate. I like the dilemma I can put them in. Also, if it is Blue Eyes, the Bestial goes hard. I made a cute little Fiend deck and then I ran into full power Drytron. That is unfortunate. Yeah, you can imperm Inspector Border, sure. Anyway, your turn. Inspector Border is online again. Do you have a second imperm? I guess you don't. Let's get Har on the field. My first experience with playing with someone who knew Yu-Gi-Oh! While I was getting into, like, TCG. Where do you find these opponents? On ladder, apparently. My first experience TCG of getting back into the game, I played, like, oh, I was a fan of the anime, and, like, I saw these cards, and it's like, yeah, these will help me tribute summon Ra. I went against Dark World. So, you know, that wasn't great. That was a little bit of a beatdown. An absolute curb stomp. Ultimate Fusion. Ah, but can you get Blue Eyes on the field? Because if you can't, the Ultimate Fusion doesn't do a lot. Oh, there's Kyberman. Which means that you can make a Link one. You make a Link one, you can get Mausoleum. You get Mausoleum, you can get another normal summon. And that's about where it stops, because then you can't actually use your Link one to revive Blue Eyes from the grave. So, pray tell, what was the plan here? I'm trying to get better with Blue Eyes as well, because a friend's getting back into TCG and he's learning with Blue Eyes. End phase. Well, it be like that. Chaos Mirage Dragon. I mean, it's just another body. Like, we just summon it. Oh yeah, I can make a Link too. That's why it was glowing all the time. Should I make a Link too? No. I have co-workers that love playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Both MD and TCG. One of them showed up to a fun game night with Runic Stun. Oh no. I mean, on the one hand, like, you know, people really do have to, like... If you were gonna say it's, like, it's a for fun night, you do kind of have to mutually agree on, like, hey, a rough kind of idea of what that is. On the other hand, like... Yeah, like, you should probably understand about a rough colloquial of what is fun in Yu-Gi-Oh! Discard Chaos Max. Yeah, I mean, if you Ritual Summon Chaos Max, that does, like, things against this board. You just need to out the Inspector Border. There is so much that does it. They are also out of all of their wishes. I have a feeling they might learn exactly what they need. What they need is the spell that summons and locks them into dragons. They got it. Really would want to play TCG again, but I refuse to until they unban Electromite. Yeah, Electromite could come back. There's, like, genuinely no problem with it. It's just... Anyway, yeah, you have a defense position Blue Eyes, now what? You can make a Synchro, and if you make a Synchro, you get a monster effect, but so do I. Or, you give yourself a fusion monster, and that fusion monster has an effect. Or, Magia. Must be fusion summoned. Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon or 3. They're making Magia. But... Right, okay. We chain on here. That was the wrong thing. Like, that was just the wrong thing. You've got one monster effect. Granted, this is immune to, spell trap effects. I should have waited on that until they actually did a thing with it, but, like, oh well. I know they added Ultimate Fusion, and I know they have that guy available. So yeah, set the spell trap, that is A-okay. That was an error on my part. It won't happen again, because I'm not sure how much longer of this duel there is with the fact that they've actually managed to summon this. That can't be activated this turn. You have a Blue Eyes Engrave minimum. How are you doing this? Are you going to activate Ultimate Fusion, or are you going to? You are. You only have one monster effect. I only have one monster effect. I'm going to use my one. I don't like it. But it's probably just what has to be done. It doesn't shuffle from banishment. It is a hard once. Negate the activation. I think they can do it again. Veiler. Link 1, so they get a second monster effect. Yes. You now get a second monster effect. What is your second monster effect? Mausoleum of White. You can clear the entire board, so I might as well make you send a monster anyway. You could have another one in hand, but you definitely have 2 on field, so you've got to get rid of something. Ash. That's okay. They didn't want Pendulum's turboing, but now everything turbos without needing pain scales, so I think, yeah, probably. I think you're right. What can I get rid of? I can get rid of Maiden, or I can get rid of the Blue Eyes. You got a second normal summon. You can target to Foolish or Blue. Oh, yeah, that's going to be an issue. How much damage do you have? Not lethal. It's 28, 12, 22. It's a lot. Right, I think we wait. Target trap so they get True Light. I'm in a tricky pickle. They've only got 16 imperm. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm alive. They chose not to get True Light back. No, we don't do that. We take the 300. But yeah, we're in a tricky spot because they can actually use this now, which they're going to. They're going to have multiple disruptions. Right, some of the Blue Eyes from Hand or Grave. They have the multiple disruption. I kind of need an ace of a top deck to get out of this. I can stop this from coming back, but I don't know what the point is. Add a Blue Eyes once from your deck to your hand. You know, I think I have to do it sooner or later. I think we stop this. Yeah. I think this was a winnable game, but I don't know if I fluffed it. I mean, if I let them get the big 5k negate on board. There's Jet. Which will summon off of this. I only need to deal 16, they only need to deal 7. They have Imperm and a pop for, like, everything. Magnum up. They have two... Yeah, they have a 2-card pop. So, activate. Target a light or dark. I can actually just get this out of the grave. You can do a double pop now. But you've gone through 2 wishes. They're letting it go. Because of Imperm, probably. Right, I'm going to put it in defense. Use it, gets Impermed. Yeah. I've got Transverser. I don't have another body. They're gonna save this for the field spell. So can I do anything better? Change to defense. They can clear both of those with this. What can I do from here? Transverser or Tribute Summon Nidhogg. I think we leave them. Like... I'm pretty sure they just have it. Hand, field, grave, but you only have 1 on field, and it's the field spell, right? They didn't choose the field spell. Strange. Not because I'm gonna win because of it, but just strange. Field spell. Have we got Lopter in grave? I'm not looking at my grave. So I can get Lopter, who gets the field spell, who then tributes to banish, which doesn't do it really. I can banish this and then what? Maiden's gone. This is banished to equip, which makes Tyrant 2. You probably play 2 Tyrant Dragon. I can wait. If they do play 2 Tyrant, I don't actually know what I do. Because this does just shuffle back anyway. They only need 1 Tyrant. What are you summoning? Veiler. I kinda have to let that do. Oh, wait. Yeah, banish it from the grave. It hasn't hit the graveyard yet. That's going to be a synchro. Right, I kind of have to do this now. It's not what I want to do. But if I don't do it, I die. So, you know. That lives. As far as I can tell. maybe I'm making a mistake. I think you should just play 2 objectively in this, but whether they do or not is different. I expect they're playing 1. I think they should play 2. They are synchroing. They do not play 2. Send Blue Eyes to pump that up. They still only clear 2. No. No, they clear 3, but they just can't close. Can they? No, they can. Yeah, all you need to do is attack into something, shuffle the other. This one clears and then it tags out. No, in defense position. We're okay. They're putting it back in the hand, which isn't the smartest, but we'll take it. Yeah. No. We don't have anything bestial that's good to send. Oh, we worked so hard for a single win. Interesting. Dynamicious. Ooh, that is good. Right. Set 1. We can get Valor. Valor gets Harp. Or we can do Lopter. Destroy it during the end phase of the next turn. Right. So, yeah, we have this. Oh. 1 Light Dragon from your graveyard, except Blue Eyes. I'm okay with that. Except Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon. 1. Right, I think the way we go about it is just Valor for... What are we getting? I think it's just Utgarda. It has to be. As much as Har is a really useful card, it has to be Utgarda. 1, 2, 3. We are so fucking close to dead. 1. Pitch the 1 card we hand to banish this. Negate the activation if you do destroy that card. That's fine. I completely forgot about that. We are just dead. Was there a better play? How many Utgarda do I play in deck? I think it's just the 1, isn't it? It is just the 1. It's just the 1. Har. Ah. Good game. I mean, I don't have anything now, right? No. I completely forgot about the targeting protection in Grave. I specifically got rid of the monster with this early to prevent it. Nicely done. I can't be too mad. I could be a little bit mad. I feel like I fought my hardest. Oh well, at least it makes for hopefully entertaining viewing. Maybe I misplayed. Maybe there's some... Oh, come on, stop showing off. Just fucking do it. There's 1 guy on the field. I've used my what effect. You know what... Well, do you know what's in hand? No, you don't. Just attack the token. Just hit it. I'm not going to stop you, but please just, like, go to battle phase. For the love of God. Oh, come on, just do it. I don't have anything. I've played some off-key generator cards, you know. I don't know the last generator I list that was seriously running Dynamicious. The Bestials are fine. Mirage Dragon as well. Like, Inspector Order. Are you gonna make the Xyz? Is that's what's happening now? You are making the Xyz. Well, credit to you. Now can you just punch me with it? Get this over with, come on. It's just a 1500 token, you do not need to go this hard in on it. I've got 700 life points. Okay. Nicely done. Well, it was a fight. What turn is that? 6? 8? That was a slog. And we lost it. Sad times. Right, we can get a couple, 1 or 2 in, depending on the time. So let's see if we can win that one back. See if we can get back to 3 wins until rank up. I really, really don't want to get stonewalled here for like the rest of the month. It'd be so sad. This hand is equal sadness and joy. We have the target, which could have been a different card, but on the other hand, you know, we drew Cashier Fenrir. So, special. Set 1, set 2, MST, Imperm, targeting Banish, and probably Jerusalem. Against what looks to be, you know, something dark. More or less. Okay. Send Retribution. Yep. You got 6 cards in hand. Foolish. Okay. You've sent Retribution. Banish this target branded spell trap. Foolish, send a monster. Send the level 1 Despia thing. Which isn't great for me, but it is what it is. No, send Sorinir. Send a Bestial or a branded spell trap. Send branded fusion. Banish, add branded fusion. Yeah. Add a Bestial from deck to hand. Okay. Add Magnum up. They really are just playing around the little interruption I have, aren't they? Granted, I don't think the little interruption I have is going to be enough. Tighter branded spell trap. Specifically, there's a Luba, which was special summoned, so there's that. Add a branded spell trap. I think I let that go through. What, pray tell, is the branded spell trap? That's the question. Branded and High Spirits. Reveal, send, discard if you do, add Fallen of Albaz or monster that mentions. I mean, yeah, we'll just, like, we'll banish this. Leave the field, please. Well, that works. Tactics, because, of course, it's tactics. Draw 2 cards, go. I have a slight disdain for branded decks, if I haven't said this already, by the way. So, I just... The deck's so old at this point, just stop playing it, please. Right, okay, that is a continuous spell. So I'm fine with that existing. Target a light or dark in either, banish it. What if Oh, you don't control a monster, right? One, two. Surely. Yeah, two. Three. And do you have another? Add branded fusion. That's fine. I have Lost Wind for the branded fusion. That's the plan. I'll put it face up here. That doesn't trigger, you get your search. I don't have a Dark in the Grave, Light Dark in the Grave. You don't have a Light Dark in the Grave. But you're about to use branded fusion, so you will. That's fine. Now you're obviously going to clear Fenrir with the Magnum up. That's just a given. I am a little worried what the rest of their hand is. They've got 3 cards in hand that they just haven't... Oh wait, no. They drew 2 off the triple attack, didn't they? And they sent another Bestial Rebellion. If this card is fusion summoned, you can fusion summon by banishing. I think I let that go through because it's Albion into... Well, you need to banish Albaz. And you banish the Magnum up. You left that in the grave. For Lubellion. And then we Lost Wind this. And yeah, why not? We will chain the Paleo to come back. It's not like the Paleo is doing a lot, but it's here, it's a body. That's negated, they've got this to attack with, and they could get this on the field. Level 6 or higher Dark, but that is the one that can attack. I guess they do not care about that because it has an end phase effect anyway. In attack position, as you would. Place a branded continuous. And you've still got 2 cards in hand. I'm a little scared. Battle phase. Clear the Fenrir. Yeah. That just makes sense. Alright, I got 2 bodies which don't actually do anything. They don't know that, but probably imperm. Could be called by. Add yourself a Bestial. There's nothing in my... Oh, yeah, add that for next turn, I guess. That doesn't have anything in the end phase. That gets added back, which is a starter. You know what, I think I might be a little cooked on this one. Try it out here, but... What would the play be? Draw Chaos Mirage Dragon. Or Destrudo. I think. Target Despia or a level 8 or higher special summon, then fusion. Your monsters are ever so slightly higher than my monsters, so I can actually summon Alpha. Which is funny. Just a little. Just to me. So yeah, you do that. Target Despia or a level 8, so... Yeah. Is its name Fawn of Albaz? Field's Grave. So it's not Mirror Jade yet. I don't think so, anyway. I could be completely wrong. Send the Druis. Alright. Is that because I now can't respond with the Druis? The Druis is, like, done? Oh, it needs to be sent to the graveyard. It's banished anyway. Quick effect, target monster you control, card your opponent controls, destroy them. Yep, that does clear the alpha, which is a little unfortunate, because that means I still have a guy and I can't actually get the Kashtira Ogre on board. Man, I hate Branded. It's just the same deck. It's been annoying for just years at this point, and I don't know. I'm just tired of seeing it. You got it, bro. What do you want from me? I get people have pet decks. I have pet decks. I get my pet decks are probably annoying to other people as well, but like... It's just the deck doesn't feel like it's changed. It's still like... It's still just kind of Branded pile. More or less, like a few new cards here or there, but like it's just Branded pile. What changes is the staples. Alright. Well, we have a chance of winning this one. We also have a chance of losing it in the first second. Floodgate go. Plus Judgment, plus Book of Moon but harsher, plus kind of imperm if you squint. Okay. Yeah. Now what? Super Volley. I mean, yeah, that'll do it, I guess. This is a light. What do you make? What is the light one? It's Mechaba. Of course the light one is Mechaba. Eh? Do you have a trap to negate it? You don't. Right, what am I sending? Aggregator feels like a waste. Star Eater. I'm not going to summon Star Eater. No. You've used your normal summon, you've used your 2 fusion spells, and now it's Regenesis. And it's a spell effect, so Floodgate doesn't allow me to do anything about it, right? Correct. No, it does allow me. Okay. Permabook. And now you can't check the stat of the monster on the field, so I have some turns, I guess. Well, I don't. Take a Regenesis, either add its hand or send it to the graveyard, or if you control a Regenesis, but you do not control a Regenesis. So you're just adding it to hand for next turn, I guess. There's Archfiend. It is a hard once on that summoning condition. You can only special summon it once per turn this way. Oh, you didn't summon it that way. Well, I think we found out when we should quit the stream, you know? And it feels like this is the kind of moment. Because my math is right. I think we have just lost the game 3 times in a row. Which means we might be about to D-rank on the next one. I want to end the stream on a high. We are still in Plat 1. Yeah. You know, let's end the stream on a good note. We started here. So it's time to do stats. How many wins? Well, actually, no, it tells us how many wins in the dual screen, but let's just have a look here. So that's 4-3. That's 8-3, 8-4, 9-4, 9-7. So we've played 16-1-9. That is what I'm looking at. Does that line up? 7-18. Yeah, that does line up. 18-79. That is a win ratio we will take for the start of next one. That is slightly over 50%, which is what we need to be at to make forward progress. That's not the one I want. Out of curiosity. Yeah, we are going to hit this ages sooner. It's going to come as a real surprise when we hit that Chainlink 4 and, oh goody, the reward. I miss when the reward was legacy tickets. That was a good time. Anyway, I've been going for about 3 hours. Sure, a couple breaks here or there, but more or less 3 hours. So I'm going to call it a stream for tonight. Thank you all very much for watching, including your several new people in chat. I mean, oh wow, I can't actually scroll to the top of chat for once. That is how many people have joined the stream this time. We had Luna Vera. We had Flora Snow, who was probably an artist looking for work, to be honest. Gaming Addict, returning friend. Potato15 for a little bit. Goblin Seaman. And I eat your I eat your card and end my turn. Iconic name. We also shout out to the guy who's sometimes around of Unsolved Mysteries, and let's see, can I remember his name? I believe it was Schwarzschild Krote is the other one, if I remember him off the top of my head. If not, he pops up in other streams and it's nice to have him along as well. But shout out to people who are actually popping in, because I have had significant chat interaction. It makes this a lot less dull for me, hopefully a lot less dull for you guys watching as well. And it's been fun. I'm very happy with how today's gone, both like duel-wise and just, you know, generally. I stream Mondays, 7 PM British, and Thursdays, 7 PM British, so if you're wondering about when you can next catch me, there's your answer. Once again, thank you all very much for watching. I look forward to catching on Thursday. In theory, there isn't anything that stops it happening, so see you there. And until then, hope you have a good time. Goodbye for now.